We're live! Bonfire! What is up? Who's still awake? Real late night bonfire right here. What's up, Nate? Dropping some pumpkins. Juan Andrade, what's up? What's up? Oilers lose and a bonfire doesn't get much better than this. I know. I just saw the championship it's over, right? There's some hockey champions today. Wow. All right. All right. What's up, Booze? How you doing? Twisted emo. Can't wait for Superman. I know. Me too. I'm excited for Superman. What's up, Alfred? Five fires. What's up, Arturo? Dude, doing great, man. Strong day for me today. What's up, Daniel? Michelle, how you doing? We freaking live. Yeah, I was watching the Dodgers. That's why a little delay in the live today. I was watching the Dodgers. They won. They just closed it out right now. What's up, Charles Bear? Fire it up. Fire it up. What's up, Joanna? What's up, Miguel? How you doing? 5 hours bonfire. Handsome Hanson. What up, Mondo, my friend? Thanks for the hearts and the Hey, thank you, man. I always appreciate everybody that comments or drops some fire emojis in like the videos that I post. Thank you, everybody that watches the vlogs. I appreciate. I posted one earlier from Knott's Berry Farm. Had a lot of fun. Knott's lived up to the Ghost Town Alive event. It was wonderful. I can't wait to do it again. Just watched How to Train Your Dragon today for the second time. Let's go. It was so good. How to Train Your Dragon's just epic movie. I'm going to watch it again too. Maybe this week. Twisted Emo, what's up? Triple C, how you doing? On my way home from work at Pixar Place Hotel. Perfect time to listen. Hey, hope you had a good day. Hopefully not too stressful. I know it's summer. I don't really know. Disneyland, I always say I go where the news takes me. There is no news at Disney. If I ever get out there to Disney, I would like to do a live stream. You know what I mean? I don't want to say there's nothing to vlog about, but it's just, I feel like a live stream is more appropriate. So we'll be back at Disney. I don't even know. I think I have 0 reservations right now. Let me see. All right. Yeah, I have 0 reservations if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Disney has not been calling my name. I was at a Chalk Walk event earlier today. Always here to support Chalk. Chalk is a wonderful, wonderful organization. They do so much for the children and children that are in need. What's up, SoCal Pals? Another Brian. How you doing? Chalk Walk. It was awesome. I can't wait to create a team and fundraise for the Chalk. And I hope to do the walk this year. I couldn't do it last year. I forgot why, but I just couldn't. I don't know. I can't remember her name, but she asked me, like, what do you like more right now? Disneyland or Universal? And y'all know me. I'm not here to sugarcoat or BS. I'm very honest, always. I was like, Universal, straight up. Don't get me wrong. Disneyland is the best theme park ever. I know we got Epic Universe it doesn't touch Disneyland is literally in this god tier mode that no other theme park comes close to it at all. At least here in the United States. I'm not talking about internationally. I'm talking about in the United States. Disneyland's perfect, but right now, Universal, to me, I'm having so much fun at Universal. Like the addition of FanFest and then this like summer event they're doing, incredible. And we're gonna have horror nights soon, so goddamn, it's just epic year at Universal. So yeah, I'm having more fun at Universal. At the current moment, I can't wait to be back at Disney, but it's kind of more like I just want to go for a paint the night, Wondrous Journey. Maybe I'll catch some more World of Colors. It has not grown on me, that show. Killer Clowns for HHN? I don't think so. I don't think no Killer Clowns. Hopefully we can meet in person. Hey, I'm always at Universal, man. I just haven't done live streams. It's too hot. My phone overheats. What's up, Eeyore? How you doing? I need to return to Universal. It's been over a year. Dude, make your way out, Josh. It's a great time to go this summer. Universal Studios Pass at Costco. I didn't know they had a Costco deal. That's cool. I haven't seen a photo of that. I just got hired for the house host position. Oh, damn. Yeah. But in short, what I'm trying to say, I go where the news takes me, and the news is not at Disneyland by any means right now. I almost feel like there's more news at Knott's. You have Ghost Town Alive. The track is going up for Montezuma. We have that mysterious scary farmhouse, with all that going on. Summer Nights, I can't wait. Is it the 24th, 23rd? Whenever the hell 90s Rock Show is, I'm going to do my best to make it out, and we will be live streaming that. Because supposedly they're on the big stage. So that shout out to them. That's incredible. They deserve to be on the big stage. What's up, Angel Forever? I be Mega Movie Summer? Me too. It'll be game over once Hollywood Drift arrives. Look at this thing. Where is it? Right here. Look at that beauty. Look at this beauty right here. What's up, Jamie Lynn? I commented a link of the cars that could be used to Fast and Furious on your live on the second channel. Oh, damn. I'll check it out. Mondo, how were those cannons for Jurassic World? I'm going to be there tomorrow. Juan O'Mac, you're in for a treat. Those water cannons are it doesn't matter where you sit. It literally does not matter. I sat in the back, drenched. You sit in the front, drenched. Middle, it doesn't matter. As long as you're on that boat, those water cannons are going to jack you up. It is what it is. But I feel like the water cannons messing you up, getting wet, that's the best thing in the world. It's so hot right now. Is Not Scary Farm going to be all the same houses from last year except 2? Pretty much. That's the story of Scary Farm. That's kind of how they roll. Supposedly there's like 3 surprises, so I don't know. We'll see. I did hear some rumor. I always hear rumor when I go to Knott's. Gosh, I don't know if I posted these things. Man, I'm always such in a rush. Let me post the Scary Farm thing. Gosh, I haven't posted. I gotta post a lot. I haven't had time. That's the real honest truth. Did I post? Yeah, I think I did post the Scary Farm. Let me go to my Twitter. Citizens of Calico. It's just stuck in my head. Okay, I don't think I I don't know if I did. I'll just post it again. Not Scary Farm. Not Scary. Did I? Hold on. I don't want to double post. I did. I did. But I didn't post. Man, I should have posted 2 pictures. What the heck? Citizens of Calico. There we go. All right. This is not Scary Farm right here. So this is the house or maze. I don't know what they want to call it at Scary Farm. This is where Bloodline was, where Paranormal Inc. used to be. I feel like more people are like, "Oh, Paranormal Inc. I know where that is." You know, from this angle, I would never say, "Oh, that's Arkham Asylum or abandoned warehouse or an asylum in general." I would never say that because it doesn't look like that to me from this angle. I don't know how people are getting these other angles. I think I posted it a little earlier in the day. Right here. This is from Sammyland 6. Like, how do you even get this? It must be from Ghostwriter or something. But like, how do you get it so still? I don't know. I'm not going to question how they get these photos. But Sammyland 6 has this photo. This one, is that Arkham Asylum? I don't know, man. Is it an abandoned warehouse? Probably, it could be. That's what it looks like for the most part. But yeah, we're not going to hear anything Scary Farm anytime soon. They have to announce Nightmares Revealed. That's the big one. And we do not have any info. Not even a peep. I did hear some rumor though that Vampire could be coming back to Not Scary Farm, which is kind of weird because this house, used to be Bloodline last year. That was vampires. It was a failed experiment, but I guess we need vampires. So I don't know. Could this somehow be vampires? We'll see. Or can Waxworks be the vampire house? I don't know. It's just a rumor I heard today. I don't know if there's any validity to it. What's up, Ra'u? SeaWorld San Diego is a good time during summertime. I haven't been to SeaWorld. I don't even know. Since the opening day, Hallowed Scream. I think that's the last time I was there. I just don't care to go back to SeaWorld. It's just so far, Yeah, I don't know what would get me to go back. I don't know. I don't know what would get me to go back to SeaWorld. No hate towards it. It's just a long ass drive. Is Not Scary Farm going to be? Oh, I already read that. Costco is really good deal for 3-day only. I compare it to all the other days. It's only 3-day. Can't combine it with other specials. So you get a 3-day of Universal. That's a lot of Universal. What's up, Disney Diva Jim? What theme park do you run into more fans? I honestly, I would probably say Universal. I don't really consider them fans or nothing. It's just part of the Five Fire community. I meet a lot of people at Universal. It's always cool. What's up, Entertainment Connection? How you doing? Mondo, this year would be my first time ever at Scary Farm. You recommend me buy the Fast Pass? No, do not buy front of the line at Scary Farm. If you trust me Go to the buffet. Do the buffet. You get early entry to the back mazes, which two of them are the new maze. That's already worth the money by not even the food and the characters you can meet during the buffet. Just the early entry alone to the two new mazes. That's already worth every freaking dollar. Do the buffet, my friend. You do not need front of the line. Is there buffet pricing? I have no idea, but do the buffet. If you trust my opinion, that's what you would do. What's up, Brian? Yes, I had a feeling about a late night bonfire. Let's go! A Salem is also a throwback. A Salem, that sounds crazy. I like it. We definitely need vampires. I'm always down for vampire. I'm not a vampire hater. I like vampires. What maze do you think is going to be announced at Midsummer Scream? Monstrous. Probably Terror Tram for all we know. But the thing is Slash is doing music for a maze. That's confirmed. Everybody's saying it's going to be the WWE house if that's true. To me, honestly, a little bit of me is like, not that I don't want it to be WWE, but it's like I'd rather just have some crazy badass original that we know nothing about. Slash is doing music, but whatever, WWE, I guess. I want to go to SeaWorld this summer. I love San Diego. Yeah, San Diego's beautiful. Beautiful city. You know what would get me back to SeaWorld? Free ticket. Dude, not even free tickets does it for me, my friend. It's just that drive. Drive back. I think the drive back, yeah. I see you last time. Too nervous? Hey, hope you had a good day, Arturo. What's up, Dodger? Fire, let's go. What'd I miss? Nothing. We're just chilling. Today's just chilling. No, I have no agenda. I'm just hanging out with you guys. The last Spider-Verse movie, every song was fire. We listen to Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse soundtrack. We listen to that in the car sometimes. It is a great soundtrack. Universal really dropped the ball this year with HHN announcements. I wouldn't say they dropped the ball. It's just really weird. Really weird announcements, right? Blumhouse announces FNAF in Mexico with no trailer, no press release. There's no email. Fallout was announced through IGN strictly, which I wouldn't think to look there for a horror night announcement, but that's the way it went down. And then Jason announced through a website too? How did we hear about Jason? I think Jason was announced through a website too. Like, was it Bloody Disgusting or something like that? I don't know. My favorite announcements, it always starts off with by the prickling of my thumbs, and then John posts a bunch of gifs. Later on in the day you get an announcement. It's a great process. We kind of got a pricking of my thumbs, and then kind of, I guess it was pricking of his thumbs for 3 announcements. I don't know. But whatever, as long as they get announced, that's what matters. Do you think it's time to revamp Dia de los Muertos Plaza? With 100%. This is just my opinion. I go to horror nights a lot. It's not as busy as it used to be. Like, you go back like 3 or 4 years, Plaza de los Muertos, long ass line for alcohol. There's barely any people ever buying alcohol anymore. I don't know if that the prices have gone up so much that people are just like, I ain't spending $20 for a tall can or whatever the hell. But people are not buying alcohol like they used to. I almost want to say same thing goes for the food stand in Plaza de los Muertos. It is a chill spot, you know. Um, Horror Nights always needs kind of like safe zone areas, and it's a safe zone, so maybe that's why they've kept it so long. But I do agree. I would like something different in Plaza de los Muertos. But it's probably going to come back, you know, with the rumored Monstros 3. So we have to deal with it for for one more year. And you will have a tracking number tomorrow, my friend. You will have a tracking number tomorrow. Uh, did the buffet last year worth every dollar? I believe it, man. Buffet, one of the best theme park things ever. Best value. Have you heard about Godzilla 4D ride coming to Legoland? What? No. Godzilla 4D Legoland? I have not. What do we got here? There's no Godzilla 4D at Legoland. However, there is a Godzilla the Ride Giant Monster Ultimate Battle in Japan. Wow. So there you go. That's I don't think there's I don't know nothing about Legoland, to be honest. That is not in my repertoire of you know what I mean? I don't know anything. I know driving down to San Diego is cheaper than taking the train, but I prefer going by train. I heard the train's an awesome experience. Um, I used to have a buddy who uh, she would travel from San Diego to Disneyland by train. Even though like she had a car, but she would never do it because the train is just. I guess it was more convenient, more relaxing. But yeah, I've always heard good things about the train, and nothing bad. What is your favorite HHN French Street scare zone? And the other one next to whatever it's called. If you remember Freaks and Toys, I think they did their thing. You know, um, man, the one after Holidays in Hell was really good. It was really, really good. Silver Scream Queens. That's an honorable mention. But you know, I almost want to say the Universal Monster Luchadores. That it was badass. Those dudes. You know, there's probably some girls in there too. They did wonderful. That was last year. I think it was last year. Um, we've had some really good scare zones in there. Um, I love the Parisian Courtyard Scare Zone. It's just a good environment in there always. And there's fog. You know, we don't really get that much fog anymore anywhere. So it's always nice to have that. You see HHN 365 tweet about a clue? Let's check it out. I have not been on my phone that much today. Is it HHN? HHN 365. Let's take a look. I'm curious. Is it this one? What do we got here? Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. What do we got here? Brush strokes once meant for beauty began to ripple, distorting beneath stained glass light. From the colors came movement, and movement shape. And from movement shape. And from shape something took hold, something evil. And then what do we got? Some painting stuff. What are people in the comments saying? Forgive my ignorance, but what reference is this? Please don't throw rocks at me. The rumored artist original house. Jeez, that is terrifying. Excellent. Yeah, if I'm there's like a spooky empire, right? Some type of event happening. I think it's Friday, so we're gonna get a Friday announcement, but it'll be Orlando, so it has nothing to do with us here in Hollywood. That's cool. Yeah, I can't wait to. I hope it's something they give us details. That'd be cool. Mondo, I'm hearing FanFest is coming to Orlando next year, and The Last of Us might be coming for both Orlando and Hollywood. FanFest with Last of Us? Damn. Hey, I'm down. I loved Last of Us Part 1 was great. Last of Us Season 2 was not great. And I don't think the video game was great either. That's every time I hear about the video game Part 2, it's pretty hated. But whatever. I'm down for it to come to Horror Nights. It would be cool to walk back into that world again. For your information, they did send media for the Fallout house, but the rest of us under embargo. But they put the rest of us under embargo for IGN to announce first. I got a press release for Fallout. I got a press release for Jason. Five Nights at Freddy, I got nothing. I don't know, maybe other people got something, and I guess there's an embargo, but for me, personally, I got nothing for FNAF. So that's how I feel. I want to make it to Universal, but debating which would be best. To get there from Disneyland Hotel without a car? I'm too afraid to drive that far in Cali. Yeah, Universal, Disneyland, they are not close to each other. I don't know. I'm assuming what, Uber or like a taxi. It is not close. Yeah, the best. Every time when I go travel to Florida, I hate Ubers. I hate any of that stuff. That's why I always rent a car. Because when I rent a car, I want to go here, I go here, and then all of a sudden I want to do this, I go do that. There's no restriction. Instead of like, okay, this is $20, this is another 10 to go here, this is another 10. I hate that. I don't know. I like having to rent a car. I've never been a fan of the Uber stuff. But yeah, I feel you. Angel Forever, Universal and Disneyland, they are not close. Like we're talking 1 hour. 1 hour drive. There's probably traffic, maybe more. HHN's doing better with announcements than Knott. We don't hear nothing to the end of July. Yeah, Knott's is just in the shadows. Knott's would be cool if they did like halfway to Halloween announcement. Like one announcement halfway to Halloween. That'd be cool. And then when Nightmares Reveal comes, they could go into detail about that announcement, and then they could give us the second announcement. I think that'd be a great combo. Gets the people talking, you know. Universal is the opposite of Disney when it comes down to announcement. Disney announces stuff years before construction begins. Universal waits till the project's like 50%. Yeah, we have Fast and Furious looking like this before concept art. You know, we just got the concept art, what, like 5 days ago? Yeah, two totally different strategy. When do you expect the next HHN announcement? San Diego's weather's in the 70s this weekend. Wow, lucky. It is hot over here. Where I was in Knott's today. It felt like 90, dude. It was hot. Um, I don't know. I don't know when we expect the next HHN announcement. Um, I feel like probably what, the first week of July. I could assume something will come through. They got to start selling tickets. You know what I mean? They can't really be too laid back with this announcement stuff. I feel like we're very close to pretty much everything getting announced, because they got to announce all the shared IPs with Orlando, because they need people to book their trips and travel to Orlando. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like these announcements are going to come fast. Mm-mm-mm. What's up, Noah? Have you seen the new How to Train Your Dragon? I loved it. It was an incredible movie. I have seen it. Do you think they could make a ride? I would love a How to Train Your Dragon ride. I don't even know what kind of technology would suit it best. The one that comes to mind right away is Flight of Passage. We're all on a dragon. That would work pretty well. And we know Universal loves screens. But even a dark ride would be sick. I don't know what kind of ride technology you would want. But yeah, How to Train Your Dragon as a ride, it'd be wonderful. I would totally be on board. They just have so much good music too. What's next for Universal after Fast and Furious? It's a great question. Probably whatever's involved with the retaining wall. That would probably be it. I don't think it's Simpsons. I don't think Simpsons is on the chopping block next year. Um, Probably the studio tour. They did say a studio tour experience is, something's happening with that. So probably Supercharged. That might be the next big thing. Um, yeah, I don't think it's Simpsons. Just got back from a great cruise with the family. Let's go! Heck yeah, Susan. I hope you are fully recharged. Cruising's the best. I love cruise. Cruises are, especially Disney cruise. They're so good. Um, What's your recommendation for dressing up when you go to Universal? Some people wear headbands. Some wear shoulder animals. Um, Follow your heart. Dress whatever you're trying to dress. Dolores shoulder dinosaur, an actual thing to purchase. Yeah, they sell I've seen it. The Dolores shoulder. I haven't seen people wear it, but I've seen it for sale. I don't know the price, but yeah, you could buy it. You could buy it. La Llorona Scare Zone was fire too. I love that Scare Zone. Once upon a time in Holidays in Hell Scare Zone, the Easter Bunny gave me a tortilla, then proceeded to clap. I don't know either, but my friend and I still laugh about that. That's the thing. When you're in scare zones, there's a lot of weird stuff happening. And, their whole goal is to scare the hell out of you, but at the same time, like, they're trying to create fun memories. And, yeah, scare zone monsters are awesome. Same thing applies at Knott's. Same thing applies at Fry Fest. I love scare zones. Scare zones, they're some of the best things that these theme parks have to offer. I know we walk through houses and all that, but dude, scare zones, it's just like, man, I love hanging out in them. There's just so much fun. How do you feel about this year's rumored haunted houses? It's the most strongest lineup we've ever seen in our lives. That's how I feel. if it's all true. They should take out the food at the plaza and put a wrestling ring. Some real luchadores. It would never happen. It would take too much area. You know what I mean? How do you feel about them bringing back The Thing? Do it. I'm down. I enjoy the movie. I feel like I would enjoy the house. I feel like a lot of people ask for The Thing a lot. That's a common request, I feel, every year. Was there a maze that you had high expectations for, but just didn't hit hard for you throughout the years that you've gone to HHN or Scary Farm? I got a prime example. Texas last year. I don't know. There was some walkthroughs where I'm like, what the heck? I didn't even see. Where's Leatherface? Where were the scares? Or they put Leatherface behind these pigs. I can't even see him. And then they put Leatherface behind us. I had to like fully turn around. Hope people don't say keep on walking, keep moving. I don't know. The Texas was a weird one last year. Super high expectation. To me, it kind of did live up to it, but it really didn't. It's like 50-50. I'm trying to think of another one. I would say Stranger Things, but I did not have high expectations. I'm trying to think of like I was so hyped for it and it just didn't live up to it. I could give you prime examples. It's Fright Fest. Yeah, Fright Fest for sure. It's like we got a lot to choose from there. But I'm trying to think of like HHN. God, I feel like if I looked at the list, it would probably like help me. I don't remember all the houses off the top of my head right now. I don't know. Something I was looking forward to, maybe the Chucky show. I like Chucky. But man, that was a disappointing experience. And I kept hoping they would change it, Guest feedback. I guess it just never got to the right people. That Chucky show was just not it. To devote the whole theater to it, yeah, I don't know. I have to really think about that one. I have to like look at a list of like what house disappointed me. I have a question. Ultimate frequent fear pass. Does it also include express? No express. For Hollywood, we do not have express on frequent fear. It's only a Florida thing. Yeah. Man, I am so behind on comments. Rental car in Orlando is the way to go. I hate taking Ubers. Yeah, I can't do it. I had a trip where it was all Ubers. I hated it. I was like, I'm paying so much more money when I should have just rented a car. Have you seen the trailer for Universal's Imagineer type documentary coming out on Peacock? The clip I saw was on the Monster Ride. I don't have Peacock anymore. It just had too many commercials. I honestly, this ain't the first time I've said it. Peacock ruined everything with commercials. It just takes you out of whatever you're trying to watch. And I feel like that almost happens to me too now with HBO Max. I know there's like you could just pay to have No commercials. I hate that streaming has literally become the new commercial thing. I feel like when we went to streaming was for no commercials. That was the whole point. Um, yeah, I don't have Peacock. I don't have Peacock. When I buy Horror Nights, I hope I get some free Peacock. Maybe I'll watch it then. I'll watch it then. What's up, Raul? Are you going to cover Pride Night? No intention to. I just don't want to go to any After Dark event. Pride Night, I saw some videos and content from it. Nothing has changed. Nothing's calling my name to be like, I gotta go to this event. Nothing. And it's a lot of money for the same thing. I don't want to go to Pride Night. I don't even want to go to Oogie Boogie. If we do find out, though, that it is the last year of Oogie Boogie, I'll buy the last night and we'll live stream it for sure. If there isn't an announcement this week, I think next week we'll see an announcement. Is next week July or... No, next week is not July yet. I think maybe the first week of July. I think that might be our next one. Will HHN ever properly announce FNAF? I think so. They're really making it out to seem like we'll get a trailer, right? What was your first Disney cruise? It was on the Wonder from San Diego. Incredible experience. The Wonder is a beautiful ship. Do you know where I could find the Dolores shoulder dinosaur? I saw it. The first time I saw it was in the studio store right when you walk into Universal to the left. But now I've seen they have a whole setup dedicated to Jurassic World. It might be Jurassic World Rebirth in the City Walk store as well. They also sell all sorts of Jurassic stuff at Jurassic Outfitter in the lower lot. You know, it's the exit of Jurassic World, the ride. I'm assuming they all have it now. There was a lot of it. I didn't see people buying it, so. Is IGN secretly John Murdy? We'll never know. We'll never know. What's up, Lord Chiseth? Insidious and Universal Monster Bloodline last year. Yeah, I feel like Bloodline is a perfect candidate of. I was pretty excited and it just fell flat. Just because it's the return of Bride of Frankenstein. You know, I say it all the time. You know, this ain't nothing new. Bride of Frankenstein, that maze was badass, and I don't understand why it doesn't come back. It was held back with all the pandemic regulations, you know, mask, distancing, and whatever else they had to deal with. I wanted to come back without the restrictions. Oh, Bride of Frankenstein was awesome, but they don't bring it back. They gave us, was it called Eternal Bloodline or just Bloodlines? That was a bad maze. I don't know. The walkthrough just didn't hit. Didn't hit at all. We got a super chat. Mondo, I know it's a bonfire, but was wondering if you have seen the new boat ride technology ride called Mission Bermudas. Keeps popping up in my algorithm. Yeah, I saw a little bit of that. And everybody keeps saying the creature from the Black Lagoon should have that ride system. Mission Bermudas. Where's this ride? Mission Bermudas? Bermudas? How do you spell that? Oh, wow. What the heck? What is this? This is from Pass Wonderland. Wow, this is back in May. Can I click it? What the heck was that thing falling in the background? Oh, my thing froze. Like a tree falling? Damn, that is not a good video of the ride technology. Wow, there's a drop on this ride? Whoa. What is the ride theming? It's like, what the heck? Like, I honestly, when I saw this, I just feel like this belongs in a dark ride setting. Um, I don't understand the ride that they were aiming. This technology is incredible. You know, roller coaster water ride that could like move. Look at that! It goes from like out to in. I just don't get. I don't know the story. I don't know. It's very cool. Very cool technology. Mission Bermudez. Damn, look at that photo. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. That technology, bring it to Hollywood. Bring it to Hollywood, baby. If you were given liberties for HHN to create a haunted house or scare zone, what IP or original idea would you go? Big fan of the channel. Hey, thank you, JT. I've said it. I've said it a million times. Tall grass, raptor maze. And it just ends with the finale. A big T-Rex is just about to chomp you down. And you encounter the T-Rex throughout the maze. I think raptors alone would be insane. And I don't even know. Could a raptor scare zone be a possibility? I feel like it could be. You know, I think of a raptor scare zone because, Jurassic Experience 5 Fires. You know, it makes me think of this. I think there could be a raptor scare zone. Right here, this thing.
Are part of the Dromaeosauridae family, who first appeared in the Jurassic period. I'd like for you to meet Blue.
I guess but it wouldn't do that good in a crowd, right? Too many people. Yeah, I don't know. I think raptors are terrifying. These are really, really messed up creatures. Like humans encountering a raptor, it's just bad news. You know what I mean? Man, yeah. Now that I see this, it cannot be a scare zone with raptor. They're just too big. They're too big. We could only wish, though. But a raptor maze. I feel a raptor dinosaur maze, it would go hard. It doesn't even have to be Jurassic IP. It's just an original idea. You know, dinosaurs they're not completely owned by Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. Can you upgrade Universal tickets for Horror Nights? Yes, you definitely can. You definitely can. Frequent fear is no express. Yeah, you don't have express on frequent fear, but the day of, you could add express to your frequent fear. It is very expensive. It's usually, I don't know, 125 to 175. Express is very expensive. It is not cheap. I haven't checked the Jurassic store after the ride, but I checked the studio store, and it was a rebirth. Lone Dread. Next time I see that Dolores shoulder thing, I'll make sure to, like, this is where you buy it. I should be at Universal this week again. Bride of Frankenstein had a great storyline along with the scares. A lot of great scares. Very, very good scares. What's up, Jen? Need a Jurassic World ride like that. Yeah, I think that ride... Man, let's look it up. I feel like the videos I was showing didn't do that ride justice. What do we got right here? Is this like a trailer for the ride? Mission Bermudez. And June 28th, it's not officially open. Wow, it has lights? Damn, those are some bright ass lights. Yeah, I could have sworn I've seen other videos that kind of show the ride technology a little bit better, but it's cool. It's cool. What's up, Benji? Am I getting... There we go. I was like, I think I got a text message. Is Tron replacing Finding Nemo? I have not heard that rumor. I love Tron. I would not complain. I love Tron. I feel like Tron is more DCA. You know what I mean? Knowing Murdy, he'll call it Raptors. Raptors. Look up HHN Island Saw Adventure. They actually had a Jurassic Park maze. No, I've seen it. We've looked at it before. That Jurassic World exhibition experience would be perfect for Universal to bring to the lower lot. I never understood why it never came to Universal Studios Hollywood. I don't understand. This thing is just so badass. You know, since we're right here, we might as well watch the cool stuff. Is there an Aquilops? Is there an Aquilops right here? Now that I'm looking at this,
on the top of her head like this. We don't want to startle her or make her sick or.
Is that an Aquilops?
I have a baby
Animal that eats meat and plants like humans. So it's different kind of poop. This one has plants, bugs, I guess meat.
All right. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing fabulous today. Oh, right over here in this corner, I have a baby dinosaur for you guys to all meet. If y'all want to come over this way, now you are more than welcome to pet our baby dinos. All I ask is that we keep it just on the top of her head like this. We don't want to startle her or make her sick or injured. So other than that, you can get real close if you'd want.
Does the baby...
Now, like I said, this is our baby Stiggy Mullet. We call her Stiggy for short. It's a very creative name, I know. We came up with it ourselves at Jurassic World. Now, when she is fully grown, she's only going to grow up to be about 5 feet tall and 13 feet long. So not...
Yeah, I don't think that's an Aquilabs. I want to watch this right here. Like, how the freak do they control this thing? What is this? Like, is it multiple humans? Is it an animatronic? Like, what the hell is this? This is so cool, man. I don't this all needs to come to a soundstage and be here for a little while at Universal. Like, people need to experience this thing. This is like a traveling Jurassic World experience. Is it coming back? I would totally do it again. This is the best one right here.
Yes. Can you ride the dinosaur? I don't think that's recommended, especially knowing what it is now. So we do have a T-Rex coming this way, but Joyce here is going to put a code in this gate, and we're going to get you guys through here. So don't worry, we got it under control.
No, that's
Joyce,
not
what's going on? The code doesn't I don't know what's going on there. There's a T-Rex right there. Alright, everyone stay calm. Stay as still as you possibly can. If we all stay completely still, the T-Rex may not see us. Please go someone over. The T-Rex hates dancing. You guys are very brave to be taking pictures right now.
Oh my gosh.
What's the new code from HQ? They should have a new code for you. Looking right at us, you guys.
Like, what is this? How is this how did they create this? How many humans are doing this? This is too freaking cool, man.
Oh, I think she's moving on. Okay, that's a relief. Oh! Not moving on. Right, Joyce, do we have any updates on that code?
Oh!
Someone yell out!
Oh my gosh, we gotta run! Run! Oh my gosh. Acid out of containment. Acid's out of containment. on! We gotta get out of here! We gotta get out of here! Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. If you look up Walking with Dinosaur live experience, I'm sure the company that made the huge dinos for that show are the same ones who created the ones for this experience. Walking with Dinosaurs. Walking with Dinosaurs? You said live experience? Live show? Behind the scenes. Let's see.
We'll swing the tail and actually twist it, tilt it, and then actually with my hand this black grip.
Wait. These are animatronics?
And she controls the mouth and all the sounds on the keyboard there.
Wow. That's impressive. I thought it was people puppeteering. Wow.
She has the blink and then the eyes looking left and right.
That's wild. Wow, I thought it was puppeteering. Why these animatronics need to come in a soundstage at Universal Studios Hollywood? My goodness gracious. I saw the Walking with Dinosaur live show in person. It was amazing. I didn't even know that existed, man. Walking with Dinosaurs. Whoa. What the heck? Where does this is this in the United States? That's my first question. Is there no shows? There's no more shows? Wow, look at that. They got behind the scene pictures. Ah, where'd it go? What? They did, look at that. They did the How to Train Your Dragon show. That's cool. Walking with Dinosaurs. Damn. I'm assuming this is not a thing that exists anymore, the Walking with Dinosaurs. Man, I would have totally gone to this. I don't know if it ever came to California, but damn. They did a show at the Honda Center. Oh, wow. I missed out. That sucks. Creature technology. They also created the giant King Kong puppet for the Broadway show. King Kong puppet? King Kong puppet. King Kong puppet. Broadway.
£100 marionette puppet. He has a steel structure like his skeleton on the inside. You want to
What? What? I didn't even know this existed. Mind blown right now. Mind blown. How is this not at Universal Studios Hollywood? Are you kidding me?
We use these stretch muscle bags that are able to create this continuous sculptural form as it moved.
Our King's Company dancer.
Wow. What?
Legs, it's like they're Kong's soul and his inner thoughts.
The most exciting part about it is how epic he is and how exciting he is as an
What? Wow.
Just the facial expression. There's another operator that does the shoulders and the spine.
What? Wild. I can't believe I've never seen this. 6 years ago. That puppet is by far the most impressive thing I've seen on Broadway. Wow.
It does the neck and the voice. They operate live through these voodoo rig controls. They're
Damn.
vocalizing into a mic piece, and Peter Helinski, the sound designer, has developed this black box of magic that
Wow. I'm getting like Power Ranger Megazord vibes right here. Wow. Trust me. I was near the front row when I saw that. When King Kong came to the front of the stage, he towered over us. I was in awe the whole time. I don't even have words. That's so cool. That's so cool. I searched the website more, and they did the dinos for Universal Beijing and Velocicoaster. Wow, man, we hit the gold. We hit gold with all this stuff. Man, this is the last thing I thought I was going to be talking about today. Why did everything have to come to an end? That Broadway show ended in 2019. Dang. Bring it to Universal Studios Hollywood. Like, dude, we are itching. We are itching for a show like this in Hollywood.
sound more guerrilla-like. And enables us to have everything live. They're always fresh.
they're taking their cues off hand.
Look at this. Wow. Dude, Hollywood. This right here has Universal Studios Hollywood all over it. Beautiful. I never seen that. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm shook. That shook me right there. Do you think we're getting Terrifier? I hope so. I hope so, man. That facade over there at Curious George looks very, very Terrifier. There has been some crazy shows that I have been to. Back to the Future musical in London was legit insane. I'm a huge Broadway fan. Broadway is such a beautiful experience of storytelling. I would love for Broadway to make its way to Universal Studios Hollywood. Legitimately, what better place to do a Broadway than Universal Studios Hollywood? Especially like Waterworld's carrying the weight when it comes down to entertainment. It'd be a great addition. Not even that. Bring the dinosaur live experience to California. It's in Florida on the East Coast this year in their schedule. Mind blown. I never seen anything like. I didn't know it existed. Like.
So there's real-time performance happening.
Every single movement, every breath, every gesture is infused with life.
Nothing.
That's crazy. I'm tainted now. Like I this has to come to Hollywood. Why wouldn't it? It's King Kong. Freaking King Kong. I hope to see Phantom of the Opera on Broadway once in my life. That'd be cool. That'd be cool to watch. I'm going to see the Harry Potter show this week. Oh, that's still going. Okay. I didn't know. All these shows we've seen today made me realize how much I need to go to Broadway more. I'd pay hundreds to see that King Kong. Yeah, I wish I knew that existed. I wish I did. Hey, Mondo, on the test car on Fast and Furious, what's the ring around the test car for? It's because it's going to be turning, my friend. It's going to be twisting and turning. Trying to find that trailer just so you can get a visual. There it is.
Yeah.
Badass trailer. Super badass. That's what that ring's for. Thank you, crew. What would you say to E.T. coming to FanFest next year? A lot of people have been talking about that. I love E.T. just as much as anybody. But like, I think I would want something else. There's just so many possibilities that could come to FanFest. I would want something more current. I don't know. E.T. does sound very, very cool, but I think I would want something more current. That's just my opinion. Can you imagine if King Kong took over Simpsons building? How do you feel about that? I don't know. I just want Simpsons building to be just pa fuera. Get it out of here. We're moving on. New technology, new everything. That building, just get it out of here. Old structure and old ride. We need to move on from that ride. Have Universal said anything about what could possibly replace Fast and Furious? Nothing. No news. Nothing at this time. I think that's the big thing next year. The studio tour replacement. Honestly, I'm shocked E.T. hasn't got a reboot. Everything getting reboot. Are you familiar with Conan the Barbarian? Yes. Conan. I don't even know how Universal Creative was so forward thinking with that show. There was so many different elements that were in that show. We don't do stuff like that no more. Conan. Hey, Conan, make a comeback. I'm down. I ain't complaining. about Conan. I'd be down for it. All right. I feel like I could just keep going and going. I just wanted to go live for like 1 hour, hang out with everybody. Tomorrow, hopefully I can make my way out to the theme parks. We'll see where I land. Man, there's a lot of news to talk about. There's actually a lot of Six Flags news. I won't talk about it right now, but a lot of Six Flags news. Kind of surprising news, actually. But yeah, we'll talk about it more tomorrow. I'm gonna get some rest. But we'll be back. We'll definitely. I think if everything goes well, we'll fire up a bonfire tomorrow. We'll have a lot more time to talk. It's just I didn't realize it's already it's 11:40. Oh my gosh! All right, thank you guys. Smash the like button. Thank you for taking the conversation where it went. I had no. I'm still shook by. I'm still shook by that freaking King Kong thing. That's crazy. That's crazy. I want to watch a video now just about it. All right, smash the like button. Firing it. Damn, love y'all.